We as parents, we think that our kids cannot become Sachin Tendulkars, Bill Gates and Einsteins.
And
that
if
is
they
the
will
reason.
become.
At least we can start supporting. If parents cannot believe our own child.
I agree with him.
I was prepared for parenthood. 3, 2, 1, go.
I slightly disagree because nobody is really actually prepared for parenthood. Our parents weren't, we aren't. It's very difficult to, suddenly say, yeah, I'm ready for parenthood. Yeah, I'm ready to discipline my kid. I'm ready to educate him.
No, question is, are you ready for a parenthood? Of course I was ready. Why did I get married? Why did I plan for a child? During my time, we used to get so many books. So how a parent should be, what a pregnancy should be, like we both used to read.
Marriage, then settling down, then kid, and then going on with your life. This was a process which I had observed. So mentally, I think even I was ready, like these are the things that everybody is doing, maybe even I'll do the same thing. But unfortunately, my ex-husband wasn't ready for it.
We have been taught right from childhood, there's only one way of settling down. It is you grow up, you get a good job, marry, and then you have children. Those children will again go to good school, so it's a cycle. If that is the way, that we should have been all saying, we strongly agree with that we are prepared. But that's not the case. I think we are all sharing
Hence
here.
we are little away from the strongly agree.
Hi, my name is Shankar, and I'm an evolving parent of 2 unschooled children. Evolving because I'm done from engineer to job to 3 businesses now.
I raise my kids the way my parents raised me.
When we grew up, televisions were scarce, good serials were scarce, distractions were scarce. Now they are in abundance. The number of issues we have to deal with as parents are far more than what our parents had to deal with.
My daughter, younger one, was 3 years when my wife died, and I brought them up. I still feel I have not done as much to my child as my parents have done. Even today, I am 67-year-old, my mother is 90 plus. I come back from hospital, she is waiting for me for lunch or dinner. So this kind of commitment for us, we don't. Please, I'm sorry.
It's nice.
We understand, doctor, so that happens. When we grew up, the source of knowledge was 2 things. One is the parent, the other is teachers. Nowadays...
Neither parent nor teacher. Nowadays Google.
I remember I used to ask my dad, what is the meaning of this word? And he was like, bingo, one stroke he would say, the meaning of this word is this, as if he is a walking dictionary. I cannot even think about those things right now. So I know I can only mentor the child to find out a solution rather than telling the solution myself.
Even right now, I see my mother talking to my daughter like, please don't leave biology because they are doctor by profession. But my daughter, she doesn't like it. She wants to do something different. So acceptance and discussion is not seen so much during those days, is what I feel. Hi, this is Deepa. I'm an engineer by profession and a parent of 15-year-old daughter, and I'm raising her all alone here in Pune.
I had to curb my ambitions for my kids.
This is disagree, right?
Post delivery, I was in a support group of IT company, so I had to work a lot in the night shift. So I had to choose a teaching profession. But now too, I'm here in Pune only for my child. Once she grows up, I would definitely explore different cities and different opportunities.
So I don't feel I've had ever come across a situation where I had to sacrifice my career or my livelihood for my child's sake. But if that happens, I would be happy to do so.
I was in a black box thinking like get a job, have your kids, keep them into crush, then restart your job. Somehow I enjoyed my time with my kid and I decided I want to be with my kid. A corporate job, 9 to 5 job, maybe something you have to give up for a young child. But if you want to explore together with your kid, there are so many opportunities.
Hi, I'm Diksha
parent of a 7-year-old angel. She sees me as a creative explorer, every day seeing a new phase of life, like as a teacher, as a chef, as a scientist, whole new phase every day.
I am vulnerable with my kids.
We are vulnerable to the kids, yes.
I don't consider myself like a idle human being, so I also lose my patience at times. But then when I realize that this is something which I've done wrong, I have also gone back to my kid and said sorry.
For me, opening up to my child emotionally is a big challenge. As like Shankar said, he goes back and says sorry. That is somewhere I struggle actually. The ego factor somewhere comes back.
So we talk about how my ex-girlfriends and how we broke up and what was the reaction I had. So that kind of opens up. These are things which are possibly not so great about my parent, but they are still okay to share, and I feel that is giving my kids to share their perspective also with me very openly.
When I'm very emotionally charged or upset, do I come and share it with my child? Yes, I do share, and I take their feedback. Many times I broke down in front of them. That is my weakest vulnerability I have expressed to them and got some strength from them.
Though I discuss everything with my daughter, but there are some things that I can't discuss. Is I am very strong opinionated about my ex-husband, that is her father, which I can't put on her.
I don't want my daughter to know all the intricacies and backgrounds to say that I can't buy you a mobile phone because I've been cheated in business. I don't think it's the daughter's problem in life. I wouldn't want to share these things with her.
When my daughter wants something very expensive, I usually tell her that I don't have money. I say, see, this is the wallet, I don't have money, this is my budget. And now she has learned, okay, Mama, we are going to buy this thing, what's your budget? How much I can spend for my toy and what toy should I pick now?
For me, I would go to my kids and say, is there any idea which you have and which might work out? In fact, my daughter has given ideas which are very obvious, simple to do in my business as well. So those happened only when I said, I'm not able to do that right now.
What I feel, once you open up, show your vulnerability to the child also learns
Correct.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
to share
Agree.
the vulnerability with you. I am Dr. Samar Rudra. I am a gynecologist by profession. I retired from army.
I don't hit my child. 3, 2, 1, go.
So I would never hit my child because I've seen that, my parents have whacked the crap out of me all my life and nothing has helped. I've seen different ways of treating children work quite effectively. I had an uncle who had a grandson who used to pick up things from the floor and eat when he was very, very young. He cut up chilies and he put them on the carpet. He ate one chili and he's never ever picked up anything again.
Perfect. My parents never hit me. So that is one thing I kept in mind, that yes, that has worked. Hitting is a punishment. We always have to look at what are the rewards, what are the punishments. So if we can make the rewards higher, punishment is not required at all.
I have definitely hit when they have done very foolish thing. But gradually now with my grandchild, if she is breaking something, I stare at her. 1.5-year boy, he understands the staring.
Yeah, I have hit my kid, but right now I am in a phase where when I get angry, I just move out of that situation and go lock myself. And the worst part is when my kid comes and knocks, Amma, are you all right? Amma, are you all right? Come out. Then I have to scream.
Even I personally, I don't like hitting kid, but how I react naturally is most of the time I end up hitting my kid.
Okay, so I want to share why I'm in strongly here is because I don't even like others also hitting. So if if it happens in front of me, I go and vehemently oppose that. This naughty kid was just running on the floor, and the moment mom tries to hold, this is lying down on the floor and shouting. So obvious reaction, gets a hit, and so I said, no, you should not hit like this. So मैं क्या करूँ? You handle now. So I actually went with the kid, सीधा floor पे I lied down, and I did the same thing what the kid was doing. That kid, trust me, he just got up from there, straight up to the mother.
Saying,
I've
who's this
never
weird guy?
seen this kind of crazy guy. And I've just told her while going back that don't hate, there are other ways to make the kid behave better.
Hi, my name is Pranav. I have an art business. My daughter is in the 10th standard. She's 16 years old.
Sex education should come from home.
When my daughter started having her menses, they didn't have their mother. So I handle it. I on a paper draw the diagram of female organs, how it happens, why it happens. And I told her, this is when you will get some feeling where you like to be with the boys. That is how the husband and wife, they are very close, and the woman get pregnant. So this information in a subtle way, they also understand.
I think we also have to be cognizant about the fact that children are not very comfortable discussing sexual issues or sex education with their parents.
Did you ask that they are comfortable or not?
This is a feeling which I have.
So that's an assumption.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. So possibly that is where I am standing here strongly, is that I feel subtle messages also should not be passed on.
Exactly.
It has to be explicit.
It is not easy to talk to your children about explicit sex. If you don't agree, you are telling a lie.
So I agree that it is difficult, but I had discussed myself with my 13-year-old daughter, not when she did first menstruation, but when there was increased interaction with a lot of boys. I felt that it is explicitly required. So I don't want to live with the assumptions that the kids will learn more from the other source. When he's saying that, is it easy? No, it is not easy, because I am not brought up in that way that we openly talk about sex.
My daughter came and told me, Amma, sometime I feel without doing anything whether I'll be impregnated. I said, rubbish, how can you do that? Then I had to explain her, I had to reason with her. So these are the things when you
So when
open...
she came and asked you, discussed it with
Yeah.
her. Yeah. I think that's the difference between a girl and a boy as a parent. A daughter would certainly go to her mother and talk to her
No,
about
she might be
these things.
sharing with her father, I don't know. He gave a very nice book to her when she started her periods.
Sure.
It's a very beautiful book, even I appreciated. I never appreciate that person, but I appreciated then. Okay.
I trust in our education system.
Our education system tells us, based on the age, how much to be mugged up and which subject to be mugged up, and then how much score to make, so that the school can make enough name and they keep getting the business. Nobody teaches how to think.
Shankar, I believe parents are fully responsible for this. If you guys stop calling people and asking them how many percentage of marks your child has got in 10th, that's the first step.
Oh, absolutely.
Nobody cares how many percentage of marks the girl or boy has got in 10th or 12th.
One thing that I admire about Indian education system is memorization. None of the Indian musicians see any notes and then they perform any instrument. How? They memorize it. Like if kids are not used to memorization, they'll not do it in future.
So Deepa, practice makes you perfect, because you said musicians, yes. But what are you going to practice is what it's...
Yeah, so that making the decision, making the choice, that is the time which the current education system does not even give. Our ancient Indian system was good. Ancient system, that was a guru and shishya system, where every guru understands what the shishya wants, what the shishya wants has a speciality, what the shishya can learn faster, and based on that, the memorization was customized for that student. Arjun was not expert in everything. He was given bits and pieces for everything because he was a Raja's son. But he was made specialized on Dhanur Vidya because the Guru found that Shishya is good in Dhanur Vidya.
I think problems are not as simple as that. So like a boy wants to play only cricket and leave school. Will you do that?
Now kids are doing it.
Why not, sir? Why not? When we now praise Sachin Tendulkar, right? We as parents, we think that our kids cannot become Sachin Tendulkars, Bill Gates and Einsteins.
And
that
if you
is
think
the
they'll
reason.
become.
At least we can start supporting. If parents cannot believe our own child,
with it.
We don't have to have our children wanting to be Bill Gates or Steve Jobs.
Leave them.
I think
leave them.
let us focus on them being happy. Just because you're successful doesn't mean you're happy.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.